I'm fine. It's just wrong pipe. You really dodged a bullet. I mean, is that you... You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a close call.
So you, So did you actually see this, this Dominic? You saw him get arrested?
Mm-hmm.
So how serious are the charges?
I don't know. It's kind of late to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You seem a little concerned about a guy you just met.
Well, you've talked to my lieutenant, you've verified him undercover, now all you have to do is let me go.
I don't have the grounds to simply let you walk out of here, Detective Falconeri.
The grounds? How about the grounds that I'm in the middle of an undercover operation and every minute I spend talking to you two compromises me?
Speaking of compromise, you need to think this through. If we let you out and the Corinthos people get suspicious, they just might dig a little deeper and find out the truth. That'll be the end of your undercover work.
End of my work? Hell, it'll be the end of my life. Run! No, Corinthos, all I need from you guys is a way out of here.
I think that we should go through the motions of pressing charges. That way you can post bail and keep your cover intact.
Is that a bit of a waste of time to play good cop, bad cop with a cop?
I think the assistant district attorney is trying to help you out.
We can arraign you. And then you can jump bail and disappear. You can get yourself reassigned to the next case. Corinthos will never know that you infiltrated his organization.
There's no way I'm going back to the task force empty-handed.
Release Mr. Pirelli now.
On what grounds?
Oh, I'm sure my excellent attorney will tell you, won't you?
There was no warrant. No probable cause for Lucky and the stormtroopers to go rushing into the building where my client was arrested. It was a legal search and seizure.
That arrest was by the book.
Whose book?
We found Pirelli with large quantities of drugs. That's possession with intent.
I think I need to check the paperwork before this goes any further.
You know, whatever happens to this Dominic guy, that could just as easily happen to you.
That's sweet. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were worried about me.
Of course I'm worried about you. You know, I know what you do for a living. I know how you live your life. And I just have to find a way to be okay with that. Okay, but I would really hate it if something happened to you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you how to change your wicked ways or anything like that. The last thing I want to be is some clingy, overbearing shrew, but...
Come on, you could never be shrew if you tried.
No, you haven't known me very long. I've got definite tendencies, which I work very hard to suppress. The worst is when I open my mouth and I hear my mother's voice coming out. You know, not that I don't love my mother. She's an amazing woman, but I think I'd kill myself if I ever turned into her, so...
No, I don't see that happening.
You want to take that shower now?
Yeah, I do. You want to join me?
More than you can imagine. But, I promised I was going to feed you. And believe it or not, I'm out of tomato paste. So, I'm going to the store, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I promise. Excuse me, is this where I pay a parking ticket?
That would be the clerk's office during business hours. Or you can mail it in.
Oh, well, it's actually a little embarrassing. You see, I lost the ticket, and I'm just so afraid I'm going to get in trouble.
You know what? Why don't you give me your particulars?
Olivia Falconeri, that's my license plate number.
There was a procedural violation.
Do not hit me with technicalities. That arrest was legal.
There was no warrant. There was no probable cause to search. That means that the drugs that you confiscated are fruit of the poison tree and can't be used as evidence.
She's right.
And I would like my client released now.
Mac, help me here, please.
I'm going with the ADA's recommendation.
This is a little crap.
I will handle all of the paperwork. You are free to go.
Thank you, counselor. Very nice department you run here. I've really enjoyed my visit. But hey, let's not do it again. Excuse me.
There's no record of a parking ticket listed for your vehicle.
Oh, my mistake. Thanks, though. You're such a doll.
Hey, Miss Miller. Tell me I don't want to hear.
Well, I certainly earned my retainer tonight.
Dominic's out of jail?
Do you have any idea the complexity of defending a client that one has never met, let alone completely uncooperative? Between that and the lateness of the hour, I have absolutely earned for myself a delightful little Lorente snakeskin bag that I saw in the last issue.
Yeah, okay. What were the charges?
Nada. Full release.
Really? How'd you pull that off?
Well, A, I'm brilliant. And B, it didn't hurt matters any that the arresting officer had no warrant, no probable cause. Therefore, all the evidence is inadmissible. Or as the ADA likes to say, fruit of the poison tree. Ergo, Dominic Curley is a free man.
Great. Thanks.
My pleasure.
One more thing. You said that Dominic was uncooperative?
Well, actually, he was fairly bright about the whole thing. He refused to admit, even to me, that he worked for Sonny as anything more than a longshoreman. It was the most thorough job of stonewalling I have seen outside of Jason Morgan himself. I don't think we need to worry about Mr. Dominic Pirelli telling tales out of school.
The point of being undercover is to stay undercover. It's not to get your ass arrested with a load of drunks. You know what? Everything worked out just the way I wanted it to. So you wanted the assistant DA to call lieutenant to verify your status. I guess you also wanted the lieutenant to chew me out. Not keeping you on a shorter leash. I took the fall in John Zakar's place tonight. I got him to trust me completely. We're golden. Yeah.
Christmas card, Ron. Ronnie Jr. looks more like you every day.
Poor kid.
And you are done in this town. You call whoever you need to call. You get yourself transferred back to Brooklyn. Your stay in this town is over.
Look, I'll separate the whites from the darks next time. I'll even use fabric softener if it makes you
Knock it off, Dante. This undercover job that you're doing, lying to every person that I know, putting me in a position where I got to be constantly lying to keep you safe. This is unacceptable in every possible way, and it's got to stop.
Not when I'm further along in the Corinthos organization
You
than
two
anyone who's
watch yourselves. Everybody knows Olivia's a son named Dante. What are you going to think they walk by and see you two like this?
Very good point, Ron. Thank you. It's a real easy fix. You end this investigation.
Look, you want to tell me I have to wear my tie to Grandma's Christmas dinner? Fine, but you don't mess with my job.
How would you like me to handle this with John? Huh?
You dump him.
That's not going to happen. Okay, and he doesn't deserve the lies that I'm telling him.
Oh my God, John Zakara isn't actively involved in organized crime. Undercover cops are a hazard of his profession.
There are way worse criminals out there that you could be going after.
Yeah, like Sonny, for one. He's who I'm after, Mom.
And when he finds out what you're up to, he will kill you on the spot, okay? I'm not going to let that happen. Talk to him.
We're so screwed.